Hey guys, my name is Carrie. Welcome back to my channel. I am facing elective amputation. But what if I don't have to? What if I can save it? I am going to try, with a big fat experiment, removing all of the chemicals and toxins from my environment and from my body. I'm going to change my diet, eliminate the sugar. I am going to add as much good stuff as I can and see what happens. I'm not paid to say any of this. All of these products I use on my own free will, and there are things that I have used for years. We use them every day in our house. I am not a doctor, I am not a nurse, I am only a mom who has done 9 years plus of research and used these things over and over and over to get wonderful results. So let's go. Amputation. This is bentonite clay, and while I'm waiting for it to dry, I'll show you exactly what it does. Today we're going to be talking about removing chemicals, not only from your body, but from your skin and your hair, and how to avoid as many chemicals as possible, because if you have a traumatic injury, like say an amputation, and your body is full of chemicals or disease or extra fat or things like that, your body is going to be split focused. It's not going to be able to go directly to your amputation site or your wound or whatever and heal it to the best of its ability, right? Because it's going to have to split and go some towards your toxins and your chemicals and things like that. So today is all about how to get your body in the premium place for healing. This is the bentonite clay. It's Aztec healing clay, and it is good for everything skin. So we take it camping. We use it for spider bites. We've had spider bites. We use it in case of an emergency, like a snake bite or a tick bite. We also use it for, obviously, broken out skin. We've had rashes, anything skin, anything topical that you need something sucked out, this is your tool. This is not tested on animals, and that's another big thing for me, is I want cruelty-free, everything that I can think of, and I'm still working towards that. I'm more at a 7 than a 10. I'm working towards a 10 on a 0 to 10 scale, but I'm not there yet. So you will see things that are mainstream that you can buy in a store and things like that. Okay, in order to mix that up, you have to mix it in a non-metallic bowl with a non-metallic utensil and put it on. As this starts to harden on my face and draw out any impurities, I can feel it tingling and kind of sucking things out. I'm going to explain the other things that I do. For example, this is my pure coconut oil. It's just organic coconut oil. I use it to remove makeup. I use it for a moisturizer, things like that. It takes the place of lotion for me, and also if any essential oils or things like that burn or cause discomfort, this is your guy. This is my deodorant, and I'm almost completely out, so we'll make more downstairs. This is equal parts of coconut oil, baking soda, and arrowroot powder. And all I do is take a little bit on my finger and just rub it in. And to be honest, I never have a problem with odor. My husband tried this, and he did have a problem with odor because he actually has been using mainstream deodorant his entire life, and so he probably has to have a much longer detox than I did. I never really went through a detox, I think because I've always used an organic of some kind. But anyway, this will last me all day, all night, until I shower and put more on. The only time I ever notice any odor with myself is if I don't use it during the day. About halfway through the day, noon or 1 o'clock, I remember, oh, oopsie. Okay, and this is my toothpaste. This is the only thing that works for me, and I have 1 dab left. It is equal parts of coconut oil and baking soda. The reason that I use this is because there are so many sugars and toxins and fluorides and you name it, it's in mainstream toothpaste. It makes my tooth hurt. I have a tooth back here that has a failed root canal and I have to have it removed if I do amputation because of infection and blah, blah, blah. This is the only thing that stops a toothache for me, and it is incredible. So anytime somebody has had a a toothache, what do they have to do? They have to rush to the dentist. They pay, this is getting really tight. They pay astronomical amounts of money to have it fixed right away, maybe after hours, things like that. If you use something holistic that kills bacteria, then that is where you can buy time. Now you don't have to have an emergency tooth repair, possibly, hopefully. You can try it, see if it works for you. I do have another trick. It's an essential oil. It is clove or copaiba, and I put copaiba on the baby straight. I'll show you that oil. I just dip my finger in it and put it on his gums. It has almost no taste. He loves it. He sucks on the bottle, not with the lid off. He sucks on the bottle with the lid because it feels so good to him. It's like his healing ointment. Okay, so I'm gonna brush my teeth. I'm gonna wash this off and I'll be right back. Okay, now my face is nice and clean and invigorated, and I did not drop any acid into little bunny's eyes while doing it. That's what cruelty makeup and remover and cosmetics do. Whenever they are not cruelty free, they are cruelty. You are dropping acid and other things that you would not want in your eye in animals' eyes. Typically they use rabbits because of their docile nature. Let that sink in. This is the coconut oil, just the pure coconut oil for my skin. I have kind of dry skin, so I use it as a moisturizer before I put on all my cruelty-free makeup. About wearing it. Okay, something else that is wonderful for all things skin is castor oil. And to be honest, I don't use this a lot, but it seems like every natural remedy or holistic remedy that I find has this in it. So it's something that I keep on hand just in case I need it, like in the middle of the night, or, you know, when I don't have time to run out and grab it, I already have it. But to be honest, I don't use it. This is pure Castile soap. This is what I am currently working towards moving our hand soaps and body soaps over to. Right now we're using an organic soap in the shower and just cheap, probably cruelty soap as hand soap. So making this video, getting ready to make this video, I started thinking about all the things that I wonder if they're tested on animals. So I kind of went around my house and was like shocked about the different things that come from companies that are cruelty companies. So this is something that I'm gonna start using in my house. I tried it in the dishwasher. It didn't work. It left a film on everything, so I'm still working on that. Now I'm gonna show you how I deal with this mess right here. I use Lonza non-cruelty, of course. They're also a professional salon hair care line that I've been using for several years. I used it on all of my clients. I use it on myself. They really, really work. I love their hair color. You can ask your salon colorist to use Lonza products. They are eco-friendly, cruelty-free, like I said, and they use a lot of natural products, so their content of chemicals is far less than a lot of the other ones, and I'll show you what that looks like. This is the Silver Bright shampoo. It's purple shampoo for blonde hair. I use that to keep my blonde blonde. This is trauma treatment. It's the conditioner that I use because my hair is a rat's nest right now because I color it at home. And this is the black soap that we use for bodies right now, but it's almost gone. And since we moved here to Virginia, I've had a hard time finding it. So that's why I say we're gonna try to switch to the Castile soap. When I style my hair, I do not use any other hair products in it typically. I just put nothing in my hair and I style it. Yes, I highlight my hair myself, and I use Lonza Lightener and Lonza Developer and blend it myself. And something else that I wanted to point out is blondes. Listen up. I don't know if you noticed this, but from the time I got out of the shower and shampooing my hair to the time that I blow dried it, I never brushed it or combed it once. The reason for that is because when your hair is wet, it stretches, and that's when it breaks. It will break at the weak spot in the hair. So sometimes it's up here, sometimes it's down here, sometimes it's right where you got your new growth done, right? And then you have those little spikies that you have to lay down. If you do not brush your hair or comb your hair or mess with your hair whenever it's wet, you will minimize that. It's not to say that it won't happen, but it will minimize it. So that's why I blow dry it completely crazy, then I brush it, then I style it. Little tidbit. Okay, now we're gonna go take these down and make new ones, and we're also gonna go pretend that somebody in my house is sick and what I would do to help them. Follow me. Okay, before we go any further, everybody in my house has a diffuser and a humidifier, and the reason for that is because there's two types of sicknesses. There's bacterial infections, which is why you use antibiotics, and there is viral infections, and that's the one where your doctor tells you to go home, you're fine, get better. For the viral infections, those are the ones that people typically get. They float around in the air generally. If you use a humidifier in your house, it will fill the air with humidity, sinking the allergens, the sickness, the disease, all of that down to the ground. You can sprinkle baking soda all over the carpets and vacuum it up. If you keep a high humidity, it can't bounce around and end up in your nose, in your eyes, in your ears, in your mouth, things that would make you sick. So, to help you, help us during this flu season, keep a high humidity. The diffuser is for the Young Living essential oils that are antiviral, antibacterial, antifungal. They're for restful sleep, anything that you can imagine, there's an oil for that. And we use our diffusers constantly for that reason. We all know that I can't walk down the stairs while holding things, so I drop them over the banister. If somebody gets sick in my house, depending on what it is, I have a couple of things in my arsenal to help them. But hear me on this. If one of my children bumps their head, is non-responsive, is seriously ill, has a temperature over a certain threshold, I will take them to the emergency room. Do not leave me hate mail that I don't take my kids in to get help when they need it. That's not what I'm talking about. This is for when the doctor tells you to go home, you have a virus, or if there is something minor that we can fix at the house. So, if somebody has a virus, the flu, a common cold, a sickness, what would I do for that? First of all, one of the things that you can do for yourself is take a detox bath. When you are ill, chances are you are dehydrated, so you want to up your water immediately. And be careful with the detox bath, because what that is it's Epsom salts and baking soda in a bath water for 1 hour. And you do about a cup of this and a cup of the baking soda in a bath, and it removes toxins out of your skin, because your skin is an organ. It will remove it straight out of your skin. Also, something else that you can remove toxins out of your body with is activated charcoal. These are charcoal tabs. and they are from just CVS, Walmart, Walgreens, Target, whatever you want to use. They have zero taste. They will turn your mouth black, which is fun for kids. I give it to them in yogurt or just pour it in my 9-year-old's mouth. It turns his mouth black. He thinks it's hilarious. But you can also make like black yogurt or something like that. Yogurt is great because yogurt has probiotics. If you're fighting something, you want your body to have more good bacteria than it has bad bacteria, because that's where healing happens. Okay, if somebody was to have a cold, a sniffle, something like that, the baby or the kids, we would use something like this. This is called Cold Calm, and it is for children 6 months and up. However, a lot of holistic or natural remedies are safe to use from the very beginning, but use your wisdom and your knowledge on that. Do your research, make sure it's okay with you, your pediatrician, your baby, all of those things. This particular one is for 6 months and up, and it is just a little foil packet, and it has little droppers of the medicine in there, and it helps alleviate some of the symptoms of a cold or flu. And then there's also one for an adult, and I cannot pronounce the name of it. It is called whatiselectivamputation. Here's the name of it right here. And that, again, is found at just over-the-counter places, all of those places that you already shop. It tastes like candy. It's wonderful. It does not have a foul taste at all. It tastes very sugary. It is made out of duck liver, and it heals somehow all of your aches and pains from things like the flu or a cold or a virus of some kind. Let's pretend the baby has an ear infection. What would I do for that? I personally would use breast milk because I have it that's full of probiotics and prebiotics, something that his body is obviously low on in that area, which is why now he has this bacterial infection. I would use breast milk. Obviously, if it gets out of control, I would take him to the doctor to use antibiotics. However, I want to avoid antibiotics as much as possible at my house because it kills good bacteria and it kills bad bacteria. And when you have a system that is void of all of your good bacteria, it is very hard to then stay well because sickness happens whenever your bad bacteria outweighs your good bacteria. You want to up your probiotics. You want to do everything, all the foods that you can to feed that good bacteria and keep it whole so that it can fight. So I would use breast milk. However, something else that you can use, that I would use, is colloidal silver. This is great stuff. It is new to me. It's new to my house. I have used it in his ears. It's so gentle. It's water with silver in it, so you can put it in eyes, nose, swallow it, ears. It's wonderful for any kind of skin ailment, and people have used it as throat sprays, things like that to help cure sicknesses. If somebody was, again, to have a virus, something else you can use is zinc. I hate zinc. It tastes disgusting, but it is pivotal for health. It is one of the things that we take in order to help us heal faster. And it looks like this. Again, you can get this over the counter. It is not something you have to special order. It's at just about any place that you would already shop. For a cough, if somebody had a cough in my house along with their other symptoms, we have normal cough drops because some people in my house won't use the good ones. And then I also have Young Living cough drops. It has been proven in several studies that your gut health is directly linked to your brain. So some of the ways that you can help heal your body, how we help heal our body in our house, is we keep our good bacteria up. We try at all costs to avoid the antibiotics, like I already said, but also to feed our bodies good food and to use medicines that don't kill those little guys. You want those as strong as possible so that when it comes time to fight, they can fight. So one of the things that we use is elderberry syrup. Elderberry syrup or elderberry gummies is one of those superfoods that help heal you quickly. Kids love this. It tastes good. It's yummy. And something else that we use is Ningxia juice by Young Living. I have a box full so that I always have it on hand and I never run out. This tastes like sweethearts to me. This is wolfberries and this is elderberries. So along with all of these natural and holistic remedies, we also use a lot of Young Living essential oils, which do kind of the same thing. But when you have a virus, you just want to throw everything at it to help yourself feel better, because most people go home and they just lay on the couch and feel like death for a week. We at my house, we use all of this stuff and get over it within a day or two if we go down at all. So something else that you can do is food. If you use whole food, refrigerated food, food that can die, then it will help feed your good bacteria, feed your body, help you feel well, so that you can get back to work and your kids and your life a lot faster. We're gonna go take a look and see what that looks like. So I am going to show you guys the vitamins, the minerals, the food, all of those things that are going to help take toxins out of the body, keep the chemicals at a minimum. The foods are going to help heal the body so that your body works for you instead of you trying to constantly keep your body well. This also is going to help your body work for you, so that in the event of something like an elective amputation, your body won't have to split between two different things. It will be able to laser focus on that wound and help heal it. That's what I'm trying to do for me. Okay. From another video, which I will link in the description, we use Berkey water. Me being the prepper, doomsday, conspiracy theorist that I am, this does not plug into anything. It is portable. You can put sewage or pond water in this and it comes out H2O. So, cheers. Okay, the next thing I'm going to use is the OMG MOAB, Mother of All Balms. This is a holistic treatment that I just came across. I will link it in the bio below, and this gets sprayed on my foot 2 to 3 times a day. I'm not kidding, since I have been taking the Mega-Cal and doing that spray for over a week, this has been almost a month, I am almost pain-free. That has not happened in 9 years. This is the first time I've been able to walk around freely in my home pain-free. Something that we use in our home to avoid chemicals in cleaning is Thieves Cleaner by Young Living. This is something that you can use on kitchen counters, toilets, windows, hardwood floors, mopping. You can use it for just about any application. This is highly concentrated and, like I said, from a reputable company and non-toxic, because your skin is an organ and whatever touches your skin goes into your body. As we talked about already, there's a difference between viral infections and bacterial infections. Bacterial infections happen whenever your bad bacteria far outweighs your good bacteria and your good bacteria is taken over. So in order to avoid that, one of the things that we do is we use probiotics. I'm out of my probiotics right now, but this is my kids' probiotics. And why is that important? It's because whenever you add extra good bacteria, if something was to come into your body, you have that good bacteria to fight off the bad bacteria. Something else that we're trying right now is goat's milk. I am not a fan of milk. I hate the taste of it. I don't drink this except to make sure that it's still okay for the baby. But goat's milk is packed full of things very similar to human breast milk. It has all the probiotics, all of the vitamins. It has healing properties. It obviously has no toxins if you get it from a reputable farm. Cow's milk, however, there have been studies shown that it is disgusting and made mostly of pus. I'm not going to get into that. But we are trying out the goat's milk. Not sure if it's gonna stick or not. We'll see. In my diet, I am going to try to lose weight, and it's probably gonna happen whether I try or not, because I'm gonna cut out sugar. Sugar is one of the worst things for us. It is highly addictive. It's been shown to be more addictive than heroin. I would not know that. But one of the things that I'm going to do, along with cutting out sugar and processed foods in order to heal my body and remove toxins, is I add garlic to just about everything that I make. I make all of our meals at home. It's very rare for us to go out to eat because we are on one income, so subscribe and like this video, help a sister out to go out to eat. Garlic is one of the best things that you can put in your body. Whenever you cut garlic, you want to cut it in the most places possible, because that is when it releases its healing properties. I forget what that name is. And it's activated within 10 minutes. So chop it up really, really good, wait 10 minutes, then cook with it. You will get the most out of your garlic, and try to put it in everything. It tastes wonderful. Something else that I use in my kitchen every time I make a meal is olive oil. We don't use any corn oil in our house or fake processed toxic bleh. We use organic olive oil or coconut oil. Coconut oil is, again, one of those things that is antiviral, antifungal, antibacterial wonderfulness for your body. So use it, use a lot of it. As promised, we are now going to make my toothpaste, my face wash, cleanser, moisturizer, and deodorant. So we'll start with the toothpaste. All the toothpaste is coconut oil and baking soda. This is not rocket science, I just throw some in there. Some of them taste better than others. Okay, coconut oil. When it is below a certain degrees, I think it's somewhere around 76, it's a solid. When it's above that, it turns to a liquid, which is kind of fun. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to put this in there, and I'm going to fill the rest of it up with coconut oil. If you want this easier to work with, you can set it in the sun first. I just forgot to do that. So now, these are still separated in this dish with coconut oil at the top and baking soda at the bottom. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go set this outside in the sun and let it melt, and then that way I can shake it up really good. Maybe use a spoon or my finger or something, and then let it solidify. But here's the trick. It will separate if you don't solidify it quickly. So I'm going to set it in the refrigerator to help it solidify quicker so that it doesn't separate. Okay, now we're going to just put coconut oil in this dish. All right, now the deodorant. The deodorant is equal parts of baking soda, coconut oil, and arrowroot powder. The arrowroot powder is simply a solidifier. It's something that you can add to it. If you want to order a deodorant stick off of Amazon or the internet somewhere, it solidifies enough that where you can actually twist the stick and roll it on. I just don't do that. So I don't forget which one is which, and use deodorant on my teeth. T for toothpaste. D for deodorant. F, think you can figure that out.